Rice is not fully cooked, but stopped at around 70 to 80% doneness, enough for the grains to expand without becoming completely soft. Immediately afterward, the rice is rapidly chilled to lock in its structure and prevent further cooking. Once on board, aircraft ovens complete the remaining cooking using residual heat during reheating. While Asian airlines such as Singapore Airlines and Japan Airlines tend to prioritize rice on domestic and regional routes, many European and Middle Eastern carriers consider pasta a foundational choice for long-haul and multinational journeys. To produce more than 1,000 portions of fresh pasta for in-flight service, the process begins with dough mixing in large-scale industrial mixers, where flour, water, and eggs are calibrated with percentage-level precision. The dough is then briefly rested to stabilize its structure before passing through rolling systems and extrusion dies, forming a variety of pasta shapes. From long spaghetti strands to short pasta such as penne, fusilli, and macaroni. Immediately after shaping, the pasta is cooked in industrial boilers holding hundreds of liters, then rapidly cooled to preserve elasticity. For short pasta, the pieces are lightly pre-coated with a thin layer of sauce to prevent sticking and ensure even coverage during reheating. In parallel, sauces are prepared on a separate line. Ripe tomatoes are crushed and simmered in stainless steel vats holding thousands of liters, combined with olive oil, herbs, and precisely measured seasonings. Finally, the pasta is portioned into specialized trays, finished with sauce, and sealed with foil to maintain structure, moisture, and flavor until it is served in the air. Beyond rice and pasta, the two familiar pillars of airline meals, dumplings emerge as a more delicate option, typically reserved for special menus on Asian routes such as China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. The process begins with filling preparation, where time races against each aircraft's departure schedule. Onions and scallions are rapidly processed in the vegetable prep area, then combined with ground meat to create a filling that is uniform in texture. In parallel, the dough is prepared on a separate production line, using specialized starch blends, undergoing controlled mixing and rolling. Rather than relying on manual labor, automated forming systems handle portioning the filling, pleating the wrappers, and sealing the edges with precise pressure, allowing each dumpling to be produced with consistent shape in a short time frame. Before leaving the line, the dumplings are partially steamed to approximately 50% doneness to set their form, ready for subsequent cooling, storage, and final preparation within the continuously operating airline catering chain. In airline catering, most savory dishes are never fully cooked before takeoff. Omelets are one of the rare exceptions. Because eggs are highly perishable and carry higher risks during reheating, omelets served in economy class must be cooked 100% on the ground and only gently reheated on board. The process begins with fresh eggs delivered daily, which are screened for foreign objects, industrially washed, and automatically cracked to eliminate any risk of shell contamination. Yolks and whites are separated and only recombined once both meet quality standards. The mixture then enters a semi-automated cooking line, where machines precisely dispense oil and egg while human operators control temperature and color. Each batch cooks for only a few dozen seconds before being rapidly chilled, allowing the line to produce over 20,000 omelets per day during peak operation. For business and first-class cabins, pasta or rice paired with salad is no longer enough to deliver a complete dining experience. As a result, airline kitchens must prepare dishes of a higher standard, with filet steak standing as a defining choice of that level of refinement. Inside the premium kitchen of an airline catering facility, this steak is treated as a precise technical challenge, beginning with rigorous meat selection and trimming. Beef is sourced from top-grade fresh batches and subjected to multiple layers of evaluation, including tenderness, muscle fiber structure, and intramuscular fat distribution. Skilled technicians may spend up to 2 hours carefully trimming each fillet with specialized knives, meticulously removing connective tissue, excess fat, and any sections likely to shrink or dry out during reheating. Only cuts with uniform thickness, fine grain, stable fat distribution, and high moisture retention capacity are approved for premium cabins. A filtering step designed to ensure consistency across thousands of high-end meals. Beyond fillet steak, kingfish is another premium option favored by airlines for its stable texture and refined flavor. To prepare kingfish for in-flight service, the process begins with a fresh fish stock, made by simmering fish bones with vegetables, herbs, and peppercorns to build a deep flavor base. The fish is brushed with oil, coated in a seasoning blend that includes brown sugar, then quickly seared for about 1 minute per side, just enough to create a light caramelized crust while locking in moisture. In parallel, butter and flour are cooked into a sauce base, combined with the fish stock, cream, lemon,